Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the show. For those of you podcast listeners out there, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in from wherever you are. You could be in Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, South America, throughout the United States. Thank you so very much. And as a matter of fact, I do want to take a moment. I haven't done this in a while, and I want to take a look at some of the stats. I know for the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of you listeners from India tuning into the show. And so I want to make sure we get a little bit of an update. All right, a little bit of an update just to see where our listenership is at this particular time. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the little stat button here. And of course, India is still at the helm right there, in the lead. Okay, so we have more people from India tuning in throughout the United States, Germany, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Norway, Mexico, Malta, El Salvador. Thank you so very much for all of you tuning into the show. Appreciate you guys. Listen, we are actually about to go live on Facebook. So thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. So please stand by as I am about to go live on that platform. We want to make sure that we're reaching more people, and going live on Facebook helps us to do just that, because we know that there are about 7 billion people in the world, and about 2 billion of them, probably even more than that, is on Facebook. So we're about to go live on Facebook. Here we go. Okay, well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the show for those of you here on Facebook. Hello. Thank you so very much for joining me here tonight. I'm excited. Hello. Truly excited, elated, because there are some amazing things going on. And so, listen, I'm just excited because you've decided to tune in today. Okay, you've decided, you know what, I'm going to check out and I'm going to see what Lakeisha McKnight is doing over at that Leadership TKO live night show. So listen, I thank you so very much, everybody, for being here with me. It's a little after 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and so I welcome you all here. We do the show every single night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we welcome men and women alike. You are welcome. And look, I just finished actually looking at my stats app to see who actually tunes in by way of podcasts and other places. We've had people from Malta, El Salvador. We've had people from Australia and Canada and Norway. Okay, India, right? All of these different countries. And of course, the United States tuning in to the Leadership TKO live night show. So I appreciate you all. I thank you so very much for connecting with me here live and catching the replay. Thank you guys. And so the purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. How many of you watching this? We're going to just dive right in a couple seconds, right? How many of you watching this tonight, you are ready to really grow your income? That's something that you really, really want to do in the next couple of weeks. Is that a goal of yours? Do you really want to grow your income? Let me know. Grow my income inside of the comment section. Go ahead. We're going to start this engagement off early. Grow my income. And of course, you see me still trying to adjust this one little area. Okay, grow my income below. Go ahead and type it in. And listen, if you're willing, if you want to do that, again, love the stream. If that's a goal of yours, it may not be the only one, because there are certain elements, certain areas of our lives we're working on, and we should be working on every single day. Our spiritual self, which of course lives on forever. We should be working on our mental health, right? We should be putting good stuff in our brains, okay? And also, we need to be working on our physical health and our finances, all of these things, okay? We need to be focusing on every area of our lives. And so, listen, I welcome you guys here. And as you're tuning in, go ahead and insert below in the comment section as well what city, state, country you are tuning in from. So go ahead and type that in below as well. Even if you're catching the replay, feel free to type in hashtag replay. That lets us know that you are catching it after we've completed the live version. Okay? And then lastly, share this out. For those of you watching this, go ahead and hit that share button. Boop, share. Takes a couple of seconds to do it. Okay? We can build leaders together. We can help those who are following you on Facebook to grow together. We can do this together. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to actually do that right now. I'm the type of person, if I ask you to do something, I've done it or I'm about to do it. So therefore, I'm about to do it. Okay? Hashtag that. I'm about to do it. Okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Here we go. Share. And I'm going to also share this earring right here is so disobedient. I need you all to pray. Y'all reach your hands towards the camera, towards the screen, and pray for this one earring right here because it's about to be evicted. I'm going to have to go get some anointing oil and kind of get this thing together because it is being disobedient right now. All right, stay in place. Okay, so listen, what we're going to do tonight, if you see our title, man, look, I know a lot of you are network marketers already. And for those of you, man, if you've been in this industry for 3, 4, 5 years, you're serious about this industry. Like you believe that this is a profession of yours. You're serious. You're sticking and staying, and you're not going anywhere because you know you have a big enough why. You have a huge reason why you're doing what you're doing. You're enduring all the storms, all the obstacles, all of the changes because you have a big enough why. And I commend you. Hats off to you because you are a winner. Okay? And so I commend you and I appreciate you guys. Look, when it comes to succeeding in this industry of network marketing, succeeding in growing any business, my goodness, here's what I've come to realize. In order for you to do it, you have to have the right mentors. My goodness. If you don't have someone who has been there, done that, you are going to struggle. There's no way around it. In every chapter of my life, I've had a mentor. When I first started as a speaker, I had a mentor. When I first published my first book, it was entitled Goals. I had an author's coach. When I became serious about my fitness after having children, guess what? I had a trainer, okay? There is going to be someone speaking into your life that's going to help you to get from point A to point B to point C. But you have to make sure you're choosing the right mentors, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I've actually plugged and I got started with the network marketing profession in 2002, okay? And I've had quite a few mentors along the way. But it wasn't until about 3, 4 years ago that I met a couple. And they don't know. I don't know if they know how much of an impact they had and still have on my life today. I don't know if they know it. Okay, and I want you to think about this for yourself, even as I'm about to show you, because I call this day, this Monday, to be like Mentor Member Monday, if that makes sense. I want to highlight a mentor. Okay, I truly do want to highlight a mentor who has been very impactful in my life, and I'm quite sure that they've been impactful and they've really changed the lives of many of you that's watching this tonight. So let me go ahead. I want to show you because this couple, it's a couple. I gave it away a little bit, and I'm gonna try to make this into somewhat of a PowerPoint presentation type of thing. Okay. Here we go. So let me go ahead and get that portion of it going because I'm not going to show the whole presentation. I just want to show a part of it. This couple right here, and many of you know him. Okay, you know him. Okay, some people call him, and of course our other mentor, Mike and Magic and Mike. Okay, but we cannot forget about this lovely lady right here. So I am sharing information about this couple. They are mentors of mine as well. Michael and Manisha Dalco. Shout out to the Dalcos. Okay. They, oh, where should I even start? Before getting emotional, I am not going to get emotional during the stream. Y'all not going to do this to me. Okay. All right. So this couple here, I mean, I know I wasn't there at the very beginning when they got started, of course, in the industry, but just at that point of getting to know them and meeting them for the first time, just being able to understand their history and where they've come from and where they are today just makes you value them even more so, okay? And respect them even more so because you've learned of their journey and you respect their journey. You respect, the obstacles that they've had to overcome to get to where they are today. And Mr. Delco, he was a mortgage banker over 3 branches of a famous bank. 15 years. 15 years. And then, of course, Mrs. Delco, a corporate trainer for 20 years. Okay, they vested some time into those particular professions. But at the same time, even in the early towards the mid-90s, Mr. Delco was involved in the network marketing space. And so it wasn't until maybe about 6-7 years ago-ish that he became free from this, through this profession, network marketing. So again, this couple, he was making high 6 figures in his profession as a mortgage banker over 3 branches. And so when he became serious about this, of course, he, of course, retired from that job in 103 days from being plugged into a wealth system. He became free. He and his wife, and of course, his kids are involved. They don't have a need to have a job. One, of course, is in the military and finishing that out. But I'm telling you, this couple, this family are a perfect example of how network marketing can change your life. And having, of course, been connected to them, they have been an amazing example for my husband and I. They are high 7-figure earners. They're proud members. We are proud members of Wealth Builders Worldwide. You see, they're the example that will show you that anything is possible. It really is. All things are possible because guess what happened? Okay, guess what happened? With being consistent and being dedicated to their journey, if helping other people to build wealth, this couple was able to get their commission card, right, and swipe and obtain this Range Rover using their commissions, no payments necessary. And again, showing myself, my husband, and many others how to get it done, not wasting time. And when you have something amazing in your hands, launching it and giving it everything you got. You know what I always think about? I said, what if, and I want you all to think about this for yourself, just what if, okay, with the opportunity that you have, what if that was the only means by which you can feed your family? If you don't operate your business, and if that's all you had to be able to put food on your family's table and a roof over your family's head, what would you do? What would you be doing right now? How would you treat that opportunity? And I don't want you to think in terms of desperation. I want you to think in terms of getting it done and not making excuses. Okay? And of course, connecting with people who are ready to get it done. No hesitation, no skepticism, ready to take action. And that's exactly what Mr. Delco did. Okay? With, of course, Mr. Best being his mentor, like a big brother to him. Okay. And of course, he's like, I call him my rich dad. He probably is like, no, don't say that. But I call Mr. Best my rich dad. Okay. So please understand, everybody, you have to have mentors in your life because of him, Mr. Delco, because of Mr. Best. My 2 children. Okay. I got to get to the picture. My 2 children will never, these 2 beauties right here, will never need to work a job ever. Because of the mentorship, because of the seeds that Mr. Best and Mr. Delco have sown into our lives. And I know you're probably saying, well, what does this have to do with anything? It has everything to do with your success. Who are you connected to? Without the right mentors, it's going to be hard to succeed in the field of network marketing. So choose your mentors wisely. And I'm going to even reach out. I'm going to say this for those of you, man, you may have some huge goals. And you're thinking to yourself, man, do I have the right vehicle? Whew. Let me tell you right now, there are going to be some people that in the next 9 to 12 months, they're going to be sitting on $200,000. Somewhere near, somewhere above it, you just never know. But it's because they're plugged in and there's this amazing opportunity that is project that we're launching and we're releasing to the public on tomorrow. And if you are not on my list, if you're not on the person's list that's shared this particular stream on their timeline, you need to say, add me. So if you're watching this on my timeline right now, you need to say, you know what, Lakeisha, I need to know what you are doing, what you all are doing. Because if you can take a commissions card and swipe and obtain a vehicle without any payments and own it, that's possible when you're connected to the right mentorship, you have the right strategies and the right vehicle. And that's what we have in our hands. Wealth Builders Worldwide. We have an amazing culture, a loving culture, a culture that coaches, okay, and supports you on your journey towards freedom. So for those of you, man, you need to be on somebody's list to know about what is going on tomorrow. So again, if you don't know and you want to be in the know, free information that we can share with you that can transform your life and move you closer to 200,000 in the next 9 to 12 months, you need to say, add me below in this stream. If you're not on my list, if you never said add me, go ahead and reply add me tonight. And if you're watching on somebody else's timeline that shared it, it's my other wealth building family, you need to say add me. Okay, you need to inbox them and say add me. All right. So listen, I thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in tonight to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Get a mentor and get on somebody's list, okay, to get information. So I appreciate you all. I thank you so very much. And until the next time that you and we come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.